In Act 5, Scene 8, we finally get the meeting between Macbeth and Macduff. Cue dramatic, fateful music. So essentially, what happens? Macbeth is kind of gloating about how great everything's going and how he's killing so many people because he's never gonna die. And Macduff walks in, but Macbeth refuses to fight him at first, saying, "Look, there's already too much of your family's blood on my hands. I'm not going to take your life and spill your blood as well." Macduff, as expected, because he's full of vengeance, does not take no for an answer, and they fight. And they pause in their fight because fighting is hard work. And Macbeth kind of laughs at him and says, go find somebody else to kill, man. Like, you can't get me. I am like fated to never die because everyone's born from a woman and you can't touch me. And then Macduff rises up and says, "You know what? I was from my mother's womb untimely ripped." And the reader blinks a couple times and is like, "What?" Essentially, Macduff just told us, "I was a C-section baby." And so this is the fine lines, the secret meaning in the witch's prophecy. They didn't mean someone who was never born. They meant someone who wasn't a natural birth. So a C-section, a surgical birth, Macduff, it seems, can kill Macbeth. And Macbeth says, "Well, that sucks. I'm not gonna fight you. This is nope, that's my cue to go." And Macduff calls him a coward. And all of a sudden, we get this new vision of Macbeth, a Macbeth we haven't seen since Act 1, a Macbeth that is not paranoid, that is not angry, that is not maybe crazy, but a Macbeth who is brave and has valor. And we see what he's like in battle and why maybe he was such a famous warrior at the beginning of the play. Because he says, "I'm not going to yield, right? Like, I made my bed, I'm going to lay in it, because even though Birnam Wood has come to Dunsinane, and even though you are not of woman born, I will try the last. I will fight till the end, no matter what that end is." And so they do fight. It is a long, drawn out, suspenseful fight. They exit fighting at the end of the scene, and then they enter fighting again. It's just a long battle at the end of this scene. And all of a sudden, Macduff slays Macbeth, and the tyrant is dead.